What's up, tribe? Coach Sean here with our restorative class. Restorative will be in these shapes for time, about 3 minutes for each shape. There'll be different variations. We want to create something where we can feel something, but it should never be too much. Never creating a shape that makes us short of breath or that's going to be uncomfortable to hold for an entire 3 minutes. So mind where your body's at. This is a great class to do after our hard days of training or after our flexibility when we get just a little bit deeper into the shapes. We'll start with the right leg forward, getting a good stretch for the left quadricep and psoas. Start to ease your left knee back, keeping your hands to the mat, possibly lowering to the elbows. We will feel a mild stretch on the right inner thigh. We'll just settle into the hips here. Tuning into your breathing pattern. The exhale is the yin part of breath. When you think about it, the inhale requires effort. There's a slight elevation of heart rate. The exhale is purely a release. It requires no effort. The heart rate slows. In our yin style shapes, we'll reach several edges. When we start to lose sensation, feel free to take it into a deeper variation. This is place one. If we're ready to take it just a little bit deeper, start to rise up, placing the hands to the right thigh, straightening out the spine, and then just lowering your hips towards the wall. And then check back in with that yin part of the breath, the release. When we're in these shapes for time, it gives us the opportunity to check in deeply with the body. Notice the messages we're receiving. Try to crawl deeply into the sensation of body. It's normal for the mind to travel, but it's a practice of returning to breath and body. Let's take 2 more here. Your last big inhale and exhale. Lowering back down. Walk your hands forward. Allow some circulation to return down the left leg. Let's get into the other side. Left foot comes forward. Start to inch the right knee back, the top of the right foot, pressed firmly against your wall. Starting low, just meet that first edge, stretching through the top of the right hip. If it's available, maybe lowering to the elbows for more restorative shape.
adding just a little bit more. Start to walk the hands in. Maybe taking the right knee back just a little bit further.
Creating some length in the waist, and then pressing your hips against the back wall, accentuating the stretch of the quadricep muscles into the hip flexor. And returning to breath. Over the course of time, it's nice to practice in all meditation. The A stands for allowing thoughts to come, labeling them as thoughts, and letting go. Allowing, noticing, labeling, and simply let it go. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. Take your time making your way out of these yin shapes. It's normal to feel a sense of fragility coming out of these longer holds. Elevating the right knee, allowing some circulation to return to the right leg. Let's make our way into our next shape. Bringing your tailbone directly against the wall, and then taking the legs wide. Just start where we feel it. Adding just a little opening to the chest and shoulders, interlock the fingers overhead. If the hands start to become numb, feel free to relax the arms by your side. Creating a slow traction of the fascia. Time over intensity in our yin shapes. In our all meditation. Allowing thoughts to come, labeling that, just let it go. Let's take 3 more rounds of breathing here. Big inhale, fill up.
Exhale slowly. Inhale. Deep, slow exhale. Last one. Again, exiting these shapes slowly. Assist the knees back together. Take a moment here. Tilting off to the side. Coming to the top of your mat, stack the forearms and rest your forehead. Just take a few moments to notice the low back. Your feet are just slightly wider than a hip's distance. This may be enough of a backward bend, enough compression in the lumbar spine. If we're ready to take it just a little bit deeper, Sphinx. Elbows underneath your shoulders. This may be a little too intense. Having the elbows away from the body will create a little less curvature in the low back. Once again, we're creating a shape where we can feel something, but it shouldn't be too much. Close the eyes, settle in to that gentle compression in the low back. Backward bends are like nature's shot of coffee. They stimulate the kidneys, which create adrenaline. Deepen your breath. Breathe into the low back. If sensation has started to dull, option to curl the heels in towards the glutes. Again, if you're ready for just a little bit more, lower the feet, walk the hands wide, option to rise into your seal shape. Just adding a little more compression into the low back. If this is too much, go back to a previous variation. Deepest variation, once again, option to curl the heels in towards the glutes, maybe lifting the chin for a gentle opening of the throat. Let's return to the breath for these last few rounds. Fill up. Lower the feet slowly. Lower the elbows. Stack the forearms. And rest your forehead. All right, tribe. Let's finish this restorative practice with a gentle twist and a shavasana. Making our way to our back. Start with the soles of the feet, mat's distance apart. Take the left knee on top of the right. Option to bind the left ankle behind the right. Just an option. Here with this bind, shift your hips over to the left. Stretch your arms wide. And then let your knees drop to the right. And lower your chin to the left. The nature of yin is allowing. If you're feeling it, you're doing it. Allow the twist to deepen over these last 5 rounds of breathing. Exiting the shape by bringing chin to center, then your knees to center. Uncross the legs. Just elevate the hips for a little reset before we get to the other side. Lowering slowly. Switch the cross. Right knee on top. If it's available, maybe binding right ankle. Don't worry about it if it's not. Pressing through the left heel to elevate the hips. Drop the hips to the right. Then your knees over to the left. Melting your right ear to the mat. Last few rounds of breathing to deepen your twist. Starting that slow unwind. Chin to center, the knees, uncross the legs, elevate the hips, lower down, hug the knees into the chest, massage out the low back. Any last little movements your body may be craving, so you can move into some stillness. Shavasana. When you're ready, stretch the legs out. Heels wide, let the toes fall out just a little bit wider. Big inhale. On this exhale, relaxing from the toes, the calves are heavy, the kneecaps are soft, quadriceps unclench, the buttocks is soft, the low back is grounded, the hips unravel. Your belly and chest are soft with breath. This next exhale, the arms relax, biceps and triceps melt, shoulders unravel, the jaw unclenches, the tongue sinks to the bottom of the mouth, the eyes are heavy. I invite you to enjoy your Shavasana, as long as you'd like. If you're ready, get up. Let's invite breath back into the body. 2 big breaths here. Just a little bit of movement through the fingertips, down into the toes, moving into the wrists, into the ankles, chin to the left and right. When you're ready, good morning stretch. Tilting over to your right side, allowing the body to be heavy, using your right arm as a pillow. When you're ready, press through the left palm. Find a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to the knees, creating a tall spine. The crown of the head stretches up towards the sky. Shoulders roll down and back. Thank you for making it to your mat, taking this time to slow it down, heal the body. Namaste.